What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. In today's fundamentals video, we're escaping the armbar from mount. Let's hop right into it. A lot of this escape is coming before he even finishes or gets close to finishing the armbar. All right, so I'm here defending my neck. Frank attacks the arm, and as he isolates it, I should know what's happening here, right? So it's at this point where I switch my hands. Lift your head just a little bit, Frank. It's at this point where I switch my hands, and my hand should be thinking about grabbing my bicep. I'm not grabbing with my fingers. I'm grabbing with my wrist, and my hand curls around. So as Frank goes to continue his armbar, he steps over, and this hand, right? This is the arm that he's armbarring. I'm grabbing my bicep. As he steps over, I'm cupping the back of his hamstring. So now when he sits to his butt, go ahead. He sits to his butt, I have this spider web control. And this should be strong enough to give me a little bit of time here. So the next thing I want to do is I want to get on top and I want to stack him, right? Make it hard for him to bridge and finish. So my hips are going to walk close to my partner's hips. If I bridge and I'm far away, nothing happens. So hips go close to my partner's hips. And now when I bridge, I'm thinking about bridging him over this shoulder because he's attacking my arm, right? So I'm grabbing my bicep, grabbing his hamstring. I'm going to bridge over that shoulder, and my hips are going to end up above my partner's hips. Here. Okay. From this position, I want to back up. So I use my knees, and I back up with my hips, using my head to elevate. Now that I'm in this position, I can start stacking. Okay, my hands haven't changed. I've still got my grapevine or my figure 4 here. I want to get his hips up and his legs down. So I use my head, start stacking on his calf right here. And as I do that, I don't want him to start bridging and try and chop me down. So I'm going to put my knee behind his hips like a kickstand. See, I've got this 45 angle between the mat and his hips. Elevating and stacking. Now, my head goes from in his knee pit to higher on his ankles. I keep adding pressure here, and my whole goal is to free my elbow. So I start straightening. I push with my hand here on his hamstring and straighten my elbow that's trapped. As soon as I feel my elbow free through that pocket, I yank it free, and where I end up from here is kind of dependent on my partner. He might have let go and gone to close guard before this, but if not, I'm just going to pull his legs to the side and settle on top. One of the common problems I kind of already addressed, and we're skipping ahead to the armbar position so you guys can see what I'm doing with my hips here. If I connect, look, I connect my hips to his hips and I bridge, but I drop my hips back to the mat, I get stuck, right? So look, I bridge, he falls, I drop, okay. There's no way for me to come up here. So it's really important that as I bridge, I follow him. Frank's in his armbar position, he's really tight, he's trying to break my grip, right? So look, I connect my hips to his hips. I'm going to bridge, and my hips chase his hips on top, okay? So as I bridge, look, my hips stay connected, throwing my leg over. Look, now I'm on top of Frank, okay? The hardest part, or one of the hardest parts, is getting my knees back to the mat. So I'm going to get my knee down behind his butt, and I use this leg as a counterweight sometimes to start driving backwards from this position. Because I have my head or my knees on the mat, now I can start elevating his feet in the air and his hips in the air, getting my kickstand. So again, I'm going to show from a different angle. I'm bridging with my hips connected to Frank's hips. My hips come over Frank's hips. And now, to get my knees to the mat, right knee drops to the mat behind his butt. Now left leg I can use as a counterweight to start getting his feet in the air. Now I should be good to stack, elevate his hips, get my kickstand. And again, look, he's still... If I let my arm or my figure 4 go, he still armbars me here, right? And he armbars me because he has the ability to drive his legs down and his hips up. So making sure I keep my figure 4. The first thing I do is very similar to our closed guard armbar escape. Head goes high, driving his feet low, and now I extend my right elbow just to get it free, and now my hand starts to slide out. My left arm never moved, and I can start settling on top inside control. That's how you escape the armbar from mount. Hopefully you found that video useful. If you have any problems with the technique, comment them down below and I'll do my best to answer them. As always, stay consistent, go train.